Hey peeps, I swear it's always something with this camera. But anyway, so I wanted to bring you this delicious, stop it, garlic butter steak. You see that? Y'all see that? And this might get a little loud because this is glass and I have metal utensils. And then I made, it's sort of like a baked potato, kind of loaded. And I use the same garlic butter. So if you go to my main channel, you'll see a recipe for a roasted garlic butter spread, and that's what I used for this. The cats are fighting. I don't know what is going on with them, but anyway, so I roasted these in the oven with garlic, salt, and olive oil. Just cut them into big chunks actually, so that it could still be fluffy to kind of mimic the baked potato-y texture. Roasted it 40 minutes. Then when it came out, garlic, salt, olive oil, and butter. When it came out, put the garlic butter, the roasted garlic butter on it. Then topped it with cheese, crema, and chives. And these are freeze-dried chives or dried chives or whatever. So that's why they look like faded, because they're not fresh chives. I don't like fresh chives. The only type of chives I don't mind fresh. Actually, I've never had them without anything else. I've only ever had the chives. So I'm just trying to get the butter mixed around. I was going to put this in a different bowl, but I wanted a bowl with a lid because these were cooling down and I still wanted to add the butter and I wanted the butter to melt. So anyway, there's that. And to drink, I just have some water off to the side. I am recording, right? Yeah. Anyway, and then I have this beautiful ribeye steak. So I seasoned this with, so this is actually an homage to Island Vibe cooking. And I seasoned it with Body of Complete seasoning and garlic, salt, olive oil, both sides. Let it sit for a couple hours, actually quite a few hours. And then I cooked it for 15 minutes. 5 minutes one side, 5 minutes another side, 5 minutes the third side to get it all browned all the way around, because my pan was actually slightly smaller than I kind of estimated in my head. And then I put the garlic butter on it. So let's spread this butter, baby. None spreads like butter. So there's just so many levels of garlic because the Body of Complete seasoning has garlic. The garlic salt, of course. The roasted garlic spread has 3 types of garlic. So there's garlic salt, garlic infused olive oil, and what's the other one? And then the roasted garlic. Yeah, so garlic infused olive oil, garlic salt, and then the roasted garlic itself. Whew. Okay, I cannot wait to take a bite. I'm actually going to cut it. And I have these steak knives I got from, I think it was either Until Gone. I got it through Brad's Deals. And then led me to like another site. So here we go. I believe it's well done. It has a lot of fat in the middle. It has good marbling, which is why I love ribeye. Here you go. Yes, first bite. Sensational. And so juicy. That's why I like ribeye. Because you can cook it longer. And it will retain its juiciness. Okay. I might just beat this with my hands, y'all. I got napkins, but I don't like a lot of fat, so that's also why I'm like getting the fat part off. And I will be eating both steaks. So I'm not going to eat a ton of potatoes right now. I can't even all the potatoes I made. That's like most, but not all. Like 2/3. I can actually just rip this steak apart. And again, it's well done, but still juicy. I usually season ribeye like with steak seasoning. Oh, it looks good. I've also done, I did a T-bone with salt. No. It was Tony Chachere's olive oil and pepper, or black pepper, because I wanted the different types of pepper hits, and the Tony's was gonna give me that. That's like me. Bring me and you a little closer to one another. I can get my hands a little dry. So I'm not gonna touch the potatoes. I'm not touching these potatoes until I finish this one steak. Okay. So I do want to warn you, because remember I told you I film in blocks. Some of the videos I'm not gonna be showing my face. I'm not gonna be in the best of moods. You'll either have seen that or you will see that if you haven't already. I've been going through a lot, like mental health wise, so it's just been like difficult. So, and if you're like, oh, you didn't eat as much as you normally would eat, that really is what it is too. Because that stuff really affects how much you eat and what you eat. It's a cycle, you know, it's a vicious cycle. It's very up and down. And when I film these videos, we are still, everyone is filming now. Because you know, I film like 6 months in advance. Or I film 6 month blocks of whatever. But even now, we are still on lockdown. So there's that. My mother, sometimes she buys like these chuck steaks, and she fries them like semi-deep fry, because it's a lot of oil she's using, and fries them hard. I know she only seasons them with adobo. That's all you need, baby. And she used to serve it with plantains, but you know, I've been asking for that meal since before I moved, and she didn't make it yet when I was back home. Okay, first steak is demolished besides the fat, like I said, underneath the fat. Okay, now I'm gonna get to the other one. I promise y'all. But I gotta get some of these potatoes. Still a little warm too. Crema. This is crema, not sour cream. Amazing. Yeah, so still waiting for her to do the right thing, y'all. Making my fried steak and plantains. And she was chuck stick too, like a really thin cut chuck stick. Yeah, that shit quick, boy. Seize up on you. Oh my god, I just started eating these and I feel myself getting like ultra full. Cat is mad quiet. Evie, why are you eating that? Whatever. She's not really eating it, just kind of like pulling at it. It's her scratch pad. It's not something that's harmful. Okay. Discipline, y'all. Discipline. Not very good at it, but let's switch back to the steak again. Drink this water. I'm just trying to rip this. Oh, there you go. But yeah, I wish it was crispy like she made it. Damn, that'd have been nice. That'd have been heaven. Like I said, not with the fat. humor. You know, I've mostly been doing this stuff without too many direct repeats. Like, even when I bring you something similar, it's not exactly the same, like with the sushi. But like, I'll bring you sushi, but it'll be something different. But or at least I think so. I think some of the early videos are very repetitious. I've since gotten more creative with my stuff. And yeah. So, whatever. I'm so done. Not with the meat. I was just done with what I was doing. So, anyway. Anywho, is anyone trying to text me? No. Good. Excuse me. It's also kind of late, so why would that be? So, yeah. So, I'm still thinking about that fried steak. I think anytime I cook a steak and it has like little char marks on it, I think about that steak. And what could have been? Oh, the way we were. Didn't even need a steak knife. You know what I love doing? Even though I don't do it often? Grilling. I love grilling food. Like outside. The charcoal briquettes, whatever. But I actually I don't know if I still have it. I don't think I still have it because I got rid of my grill. A chimney. Like a charcoal chimney. And what that does is, what the charcoal chimney does is it's like a little chimney thing and it's a handle, and you put the charcoal briquettes on the top and then you put paper in the bottom, like the paper on fire, and it'll light the briquettes, whatever, it'll light the charcoal, and then once it's hot, you put it on the grill, and you don't have to use lighter fluid. So it's a better way of doing that. A lot of people use wood, like hard woods. I have the Cameron's indoor smoker. I do use that. So it's really salty. I feel like these are both saltier than I thought. I think because I seasoned them perfectly, but then adding the garlic butter, because it has Parmesan cheese in it too. So Parmesan cheese, the Kerrygold butter. I use Kerrygold butter for the garlic butter. Oops, sorry. It's Kerrygold butter for the garlic butter. And that was also salty. Because for the garlic bread, you're just putting it on like plain bread. But the steak already had a bunch of seasoning on it. So I'm like, Well, y'all didn't come here to see me drink water. You came here to see me eat steak. Oop. What are they? I don't know which cat that was. I still don't know which cat that was. What cat was that? Oh, okay, well there's Ivy. Maybe it was Princess. I don't know, y'all. I don't even know where Reggie is. Reggie has been dead ass asleep for hours. Hours! Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with this meat with chicken? I'm telling you, I don't like the fatty parts. I'm not even joking. The reason I like ribeye is usually you can just cook it just hard. And usually I do cook it a little harder, but I usually have like ventilation. Not ventilation, what's some things called? A hood. A vent, yeah, it is a vent. I don't have that here, so I can't cook it as hard as I want to. So, yeah, I feel like fat on it. I want that. I'm gonna definitely finish that later. Because I ate the steak, I can't eat the potatoes. I told my sister about the potatoes. I like, these are so fucking good. Baby. The good thing though about the potatoes is they can take a lot of salt, so that's not a problem. Is this gristle? No, I'm gonna eat it anyway, but that's not gristle. I do like gristle though, which is weird. But, and there we go. Oh, baby. I don't even know how long. I might just check my phone real quick. I don't know how long I've been. Alright. So, that's done. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I didn't even need the knife. I was getting to these potatoes. I'm not eating something else, but I'm not from the Mukbang for it. My neighbor's kids. I finally met them. It's 2 boys. I was like, sounds about right. So the ground just shook, by the way. I swear them niggas be body slamming each other into the ceiling. They must, because how's my ground shaking so hard? And do my neighbors on the first floor, because I'm on the 3rd floor, my neighbors on the 1st floor don't hit them? On the 2nd floor? Wildin'? Hey, babe. One time a friend of mine asked me, is there anything you don't make? I said, baby. But don't let nobody lie to you and tell you the world's built, everybody's built to have kids. Me and my mother was just talking about this. She was like, I was telling her like about the sushi place back home I used to go to. My sister usually know. And she was telling me, I was like, you know, I've been there, I've eaten there before. And I was like, at one point I was going not to that place, but I was in that area in Harlem, on 125th, under the L of the Madison, because it was near where the Metro North station is. So I was telling her, I was like, yeah, that place I've been to a couple times. I trust it, you know. I've been in that hood for a little while. Like, it's been there since before I left. I left in 2015. So it's been there at least 5 years going strong. Never had to close down from the health department, nothing. So I was talking to her about it. We was looking at the menu. And then I was like, why was I there every week? Why was I in Harlem every week? Then I was like, oh no, there was a TJ Maxx. I was shopping. So I would get off the bus, either go to Garden of Eden. One second. Sorry. Go to Garden of Eden or go to that place. It's called Charlie's Place. In case you was wondering. On 125th. And so I would go, and then I just walk to the TJ Maxx, whatever, do my little shopping, get on the train, go to work. Because I worked in the afternoon at my old job before I left. I worked the afternoon shift. So rush hour, it wasn't like I had rush hour traffic going to work. I was going home. That was a problem. And then I was like, yeah, I used to get food from Garden of Eden. If you know Garden of Eden, you know this shit is not cheap. There's only 2 ways to make it worth your while. One, they had a card where if you got the salad bar, I think 10 times, your 11th salad bar thing was free. And then the other time was after a certain time. I think it was either after 4 o'clock, salad bar was half off. So I would go to the salad bar if I was going in the morning to Harlem, if I was going to Harlem, I would get the little thing where you stamp the card, right? Or if I had to work early, because sometimes they would call me to work a double shift, so I would have to go in the morning. So I would get there, I'd go to the Garden of Eden on Montague in Brooklyn, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Or I'd go to the farmer's market and get stuff. And I was like, yeah, and there were times like I wouldn't even get meat. I would just get vegan or whatever. Because I was like, everything's pretty quality for me. That I've gone there, or I would get the stuff after work for the next day, and people was looking at me like, how you eating Garden of Eden, but then sometimes you get in McDonald's for breakfast, and I'm like, because I have the capability, I can do that. I have the my living situation, even though I wasn't making a lot of money, it was still better than than some people. And then my mother was talking about how do you let your child, because she was like, yeah, because you had your parents, you was living at home, you weren't paying any bills, because you were in school. And then even the one time I wasn't in school, the one semester I wasn't in school was a semester before I started going to BGSU. So that was the spring of 2015, because I had graduated that semester before in the fall of 2014. So for me, it was like, what is that on the floor? I don't know what that is. Anyway, so for me, it wasn't hard because, I had a parent who supported me, but there's so many parents who do not support their children, not because they can't, but to teach them a lesson. So my mother was talking about how she was arguing with somebody at her job when I was in Bowling Green and I needed money to help pay a bill. Like, because I hadn't gotten paid yet, and that is such a goddamn theme. But it wasn't like nobody's fault. It was just that's how payment works. You usually get it for first check after you start, whatever. And so I hadn't gotten paid yet, and I needed help with something. And she sent me money. And then the woman was making fun of her. How do you send money to your adult child? She's like, I'm going to support my child however I can. She's like, so wait, once your children are adults, are you just going to give up on them? Are you just going to whatever? You're not even going to pay attention to their needs? And I was like, and then my mother was like, I forgot that, all parents don't love their children. And that was something that hit me because I've known that. I've had friends. I love my friends. I do. But some of their parents were trash. Some of their parents were just really shitty people. And their lives were harder for no reason. And, sometimes they reconciled with their parents. But, there are people who love their parents, but they don't like their parents, That's from you always got to think about. But I was like, where's the point of this? But I just wanted to share that story with you because not everybody has a great relationship with their parents. Not everybody loves their parents. Not every parent loves their child. There was a book I read, Paradise of the Blind. Highly recommend it. And that kind of dispels part of it. That's a YA novel. I guess a YA novel. I don't know. I don't think it's a young adult novel. I think there was definitely a young adult novel because I read that in college. It's definitely not. So, but it is a really good novel. And I really think people should explore it and look at the mother-daughter, the parent-child dynamic in that. And how culture, nationality, politics have this influence on the way we can and do form relationships with our parents, with children, and the burdens, say it again, the burdens we place on children unnecessarily. Again, I don't have kids. I don't ever plan on having kids, but I do think that having been a kid, right, having friends who were kids, and also looking at things that kids go through today and have always gone through, it's some real fucked up shit. The things that children go through, and I talk about these things on my main channel. Sorry, this is a little weird downer, but I think we should explore our relationship and understanding of children and how children should and shouldn't be treated. So, got a little deep on you there. I'm almost done with these potatoes, actually. They're huge pieces, I know, and I pushed it down, and it just bloop. This one's kind of big. This one's kind of a big piece. But, this one's bigger. Where is the bigger? So this one was bigger. This one's also a big piece. So, And there's room for more. Well, and I even think about that now because HBO Max just came out, and baby, I got access to Netflix because we're on the family plan for T-Mobile. I've got access to I have access to what's that shit called? HBO Max, because my parents have the Premiere, like DirecTV, whatever. HBO Max is included. I have one more piece. I have one piece left. But and I'm glad I don't have to worry about a cell phone bill because I don't have a house phone. So a cell phone is definitely my like lifetime. I wish I could just do a video, like 20-minute video, of just me drinking water. I won't work because I take huge gulps. Like I just took a couple gulps and it's gone 4 ounces. Like just done. So there's that. Whew, sorry, I don't want to keep y'all long, but I did want to finish this. Like there's so many things I won't finish sometimes, but I really, really do want to finish this. And there's no more potato in here. It literally is just cheese and crema in this. I'll show you in a second. Just cheese and crema. Well, I'll probably just put this in the fridge. I know it's gonna be weird. Heat the potatoes. And before I go to bed, I don't know when I'm going to bed. It's like 11 o'clock my time. So, before I go to bed, either 1 or 2. Before I go to bed, I will reheat the potatoes, put them in here, and then finish the rest of this off. Because your girl won't waste no food. No, not here. Not now. Not now. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video, peeps. I love you.